Yo, 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 yo. What is up? Na. Got another Casty cast for you guys. Now I had to tweak. Well, I was tweaking some of my settings. I was trying to see if I can do some live Twitch. So I'm hoping I didn't mess up any settings. You guys can let me know in the comments if it's not loud enough, if it's not in HD for some reason. I don't know, but I wanted to cast these games I think before Christmas, before I left on my trip, and I completely forgot about them. So I'm going to cast a couple games of HYDRA versus Rabbit. It's kind of a preview of what's to come. We got Rabbit in the finals, we got HYDRA in the finals, and we got Buell in the finals. So HYDRA and Rabbit will most likely play in the season, the SCW28 season. They both, Rabbit actually, I think he went maybe 7-3 on HYDRA or 6-3, so he got the better of HYDRA in this season of 28. So both players are going to be Terran, and we will get to see a nice TvT. I remember someone in the comments said that this was a really good game, so I'm going to do this game, and then I'm going to do a ZvT, and then if I have enough time, I will do a ZvZ that they played. So got a little Ryan Sauce doing his thing. Gonna get a little Scouty Scout off, and gonna get scouted by a Marine. Nice little micro backwards nose. HYDRA knows that this guy will die, and he is gonna die, so miscalculation there by HYDRA. I think he wasn't completely paying attention, but now he knows he's up against a Terran. We got 3 Marines right here, gonna split this guy up. And one thing about HYDRA is he has an amazing TvT, but also one thing about Rabbit is his TvT is stellar. Absolutely stellar. We're going to probably try to pick off this Marine if he can. And lose that Marine. Now I think the sound's a little bit too loud. So we got some Marine on Marine action. And we saw HYDRA beat Buell TvT. And smart move here by Toki, bringing in an SCV to help out. But we saw HYDRA beat Toki, or not Toki, Buell in a TvT. And he went for range. So he got range on his Marines first before getting stim, and it absolutely crushed it. So good spread here from Toki, and gonna have a better spread than HYDRA right here. So looks like Toki is winning this one. A couple of Marines are gonna spawn. Nice job taking out that SCV, and I think range is finished. Let's see. Oh, he's getting range right now. That'd be way too soon for range to be finished, but this is some good micro right here. Let's see. Toki's got the factory, which is about 3/4 done, maybe 4/5. Here's your medics. No medics for Toki, Rabbit. So HYDRA definitely going to be in a better position right here. Going to put the medics in front of the Marines, and probably going to go right for the attack right here. He's going to see that there's no medics here, so he could keep going for the attack. And yeah, subscribe if you guys aren't subscribed. Give it a like. The more likes my videos get, the better. The more it gets shared on YouTube, so it always helps me out. And I'm going to try to go live on Twitch here and there. HYDRA getting a command center. His factory is going to be is going to be slower, sorry, than Rabbit's. Rabbit's got already 2 more factories. He's got this one already making the machine shop. Here comes the attack. He's going to have range. Is range finished? Yeah, range is finished, and he's getting stim right now. So bunker is going to save the day for Rabbit. Let's see if Rabbit's getting, I think Rabbit is getting, or he got stim. Not completely sure, but this bunker is absolutely going to kill it. Does have range, but I don't think he's going to be able to bust through this. This range is absolutely killing it, though, for HYDRA with the medics, so he actually might bust through this, and this is why you get range. He needs to pick off this SCV if he can. Here comes some stimmed Marines, and going to be able to take this out. So really nice job there by HYDRA, and gonna have to go after this tank if he can. Let's see. No siege on the way, but there are 2 tanks. We'll see if a vulture gets made by Rabbit. Gonna send these guys up, maybe go after some of the SCVs. Take out 2 or 3, and that'll be huge. There goes 1. And 2. Taking out all these Marines. And doing a really nice job. We got 2 SCVs there, but look at the SCV count. 31 to 22. That's because HYDRA went for more of Marines, and he went for a triple command center. So HYDRA looks like he's in the lead. He could just siege up his tank and play a little bit defensive. He does have a starport, 2 starports, one with a control tower that just finished, and no starport for Rabbit. So it's interesting to see these 2 play the different styles. I really think that HYDRA has a really strong TvT. Getting a Wraith. I'm guessing siege is completed. Siege on the way just for Rabbit. So I think that HYDRA is pretty far in the lead. And probably going to go with a Marine medic drop. He's sending out some of his tanks. We got a attack right here. Gonna stim these guys up. And 3 tanks. And the range is just absolutely killer. 79, 80 supply to 50. So, but there are 4 tanks right here. Gonna micro these tanks. Trying to snipe out this tank. Little micro from HYDRA. Really nice job. And gonna siege up the tank. So siege is faster for HYDRA right now. And he's gonna hold this position right here and just keep sending his units right here. We'll see if Rabbit tries to snipe out these tanks. Might want to lift up one of his, yeah, maybe lift up this engineering bay and send it all the way over here. Here's that command center, just gonna finish for Rabbit, but really HYDRA is dominating. He's got a drop at 7:30 and gonna build another factory and gonna start building turrets around his base. So I really think that HYDRA is in the lead right now. Gonna put this tank maybe up here in spot abuse. Here's your comsat coming from Rabbit, and the economy 49 pro or SCVs to 30, 50 to 30. Absolutely dominating. Here's the dropship, 2 tanks. Sometimes I think it's better to just go with firebats, 4 firebats and a tank, because you gotta wait for your tanks to siege. Gonna lift up all the barracks right here. Here comes the drop at 8 minutes and 15 seconds, and trying to put the, I thought he was gonna try to put the barracks over the SCV so you can't target fire at them. And gonna get a few kills, not too many, 4 kills and 1 kill, so 5 SCV kills right there. But HYDRA is absolutely dominating. Needs to send some more of his units. Here comes a firebat drop. It looks like I saw a scan. I don't know who scanned first or who was the person that was scanning. Here's your scan, and here's your starport. So yeah, definitely HYDRA in the lead right now. And 3 rates right here. Gonna take out this barracks. Gonna take out that barracks. Should be able to see this. And it looks like a firebat drop was a few firebats in there. And gonna use this barracks to kind of get that vision for his tanks, but 123 supply to 65, so absolutely destroying right now. HYDRA needs to just get extremely offensive. He went for that early triple. Using these rates, might be able to take out that barracks. He's got this drop coming right here, but I don't think that drop's going to be able to do anything. So I think that HYDRA's best chance with being in the lead like this, dropping the firebats on the SCVs right here, going to get some splash damage. I do think that HYDRA's best chance is to get a bunch of dropships, get a bunch of tanks, and get 4 dropships, and then drop 8 tanks right here, and then just have them sit there, and maybe do 5 dropships, one with 8 Marines, and then 8 tanks. So that would absolutely destroy it, and I think that'd be GG. I think that's what HYDRA could do right now, and that would end it. Here's your science facility. You're going to be getting vessels. You can irradiate the SCVs. That's always a great way to kill some SCVs. It's almost like storming in a way. And third command center for Hydra. And Hydra needs to... So I feel like sometimes Hydra's gas is always a little bit down. And he needs to get his gas a little bit sooner. Because if he had his gas, he'd be able to keep making his tanks. And he could slowly get maxed with his mech instead of Marines. They could probably just lift these 3 barracks up, kind of like Rabbit did. Valkyrie coming for Rabbit. Let's get that volume back up. This is command centers right here. Two more command centers for Rabbit. And see if these are star ports. 2 star ports right there. As soon as I turn it up, it gets extremely loud. So looks like Hydra's gonna try to put some of his tanks right here in spot abuse. But that's why Rabbit has his tanks right here. So might want to transition right into battle cruisers. Sometimes that's the move. And I like that they're both in middle spots like this. So the spot abuse will be equal for both players. Gonna try to put these tanks right here, but gonna get that vision. Using that rate to get that vision. Some scans coming down. And I think that was Hydra scanning. And not gonna be able to do anything but that. Send in the vessels. Irradiate the left side, the right side. He's at 57. SCV is gonna pull. And did a nice job pulling, so only going to lose about 6 of his SCVs, but just going to keep sending over the vessels. And I'm guessing that these Valkyries are going to come right out here, and he's going to leave these Valkyries right here to snipe out these vessels. And let's see if any upgrades are getting made. We'll see if Hydra does go with battle cruisers. Going to try and get the SCVs. There's your irradiate. 52. I think he might have got 2 or 3 kills there. Here's a command center. Gonna use this to get more gas. Always need to get gas as a Terran player. And 3 more starports on the way. 3 vessels right there, sending out some of the Marines. I think that Hydra needs to stop the Marine production and just go Goliaths, tanks, and vessels. Maybe into some battle cruisers or Valkyries. And just keep spot abusing. Here's your scan. Going to see this opening, pulling the SCVs. There's 1 irradiate. Could defense matrix one of them, and that would make it easier to get those irradiates off. Defense matrix your vessel. Some scans are coming down. And now Hydra's basically maxed out. But I think if he went for... He could actually go for a frontal attack, I think. Which it looks like he may be going for. There's a scan right there by Rabbit. Gonna see what's up here. And Rabbit is just surviving right now. Here's your gas coming and a nuclear silo. Hydra playing this one like an absolute beast. Good placement on the tanks for Rabbit right here. I haven't seen 1 drop come from Rabbit. Here's a vessel attack, a vessel irradiate. Gonna try to get the SCVs the left side. Got 2 irradiates down and dropping Rabbit all the way down to 36 SCVs. So I think it's time to start getting aggressive. Hydra needs to make about 5 more factories. Just pull out 5 SCVs right here. Do some macro action, and then those SCVs will be sitting here, and then just make 5 quick factories. I know he's busy doing other things, but sometimes you just gotta build up your base real quick, because then you can just start outmassing. Here's some ghosts right here, gonna getting that nuke. And some skids coming down, trying to get another irradiate off, and he will get an irradiate off. 40. And gonna drop down to 31 SCV. So absolutely getting spot abused here. Rabbit is getting worked right now. And let's see if the upgrades are on the way for Hydra. Getting all 4 of his upgrades. Let's see if the upgrades are on the way. 1 upgrade on attack for Rabbit. Some more vessels coming over here. Getting that nuke, a duke, and I think Hydra's just going to really try to just contain Rabbit. Get those turrets all around. Needs to get rid of these Marines. Marines are no good this late in the game. These guys are repairing each other while they keep getting blasted. Or they were getting blasted. Trying to build some turrets out here, so smart move here by Rabbit. And Rabbit's pretty low with money and not even close to being maxed out, so 80 supply lead for Hydra. Double check that I am castying And yeah, just look at all of this right here. The scans just keep coming down. I'm trying to get a radiate off. Gonna get it off. And 33 SCVs. Needs to get rid of these guys. Gonna probably try to nuke right here if he can. But I'm not sure if a ghost can shoot, can go for a nuke. Well, he could go for a nuke right here and blast all of this. So that would be out of tank range. So you don't want to nuke on the tanks. You want to nuke right around the tanks. So some scans coming down. Don't know who's scanning who. But there's your nuke. And we'll see if this gets spotted out. Gonna scan, see. You want to nuke right there, so those tanks cannot blast you. And now Hydra gonna start trying to move forward. Doesn't have the upgrades yet. 1-1 upgrades for Rabbit. And Rabbit's still really low on his economy. So it looks like, let's see if we got battle cruisers are on the way for Hydra. And Rabbit is just trying to survive right now. But this is what makes Hydra's TvT so good. He's got nuclear silos right here. And gonna keep building those turrets on the side. Needs to build about 7 factories though. And maybe just go for a massive drop. That's always, I always find that massive tank drops in TvT. A massive tank with Goliaths. That's the way to go in TvT. I see Brain do it all the time. In the few TvTs that I've seen. But you got to make it really sneaky. Just all the way in the corner. Drop it all. Because there's not really that many tanks over here. Get some scan. Get a scan here. Get a scan here. Get a scan here. Get a scan here. See where it's vulnerable. And then go for that drop. Here's your BCs. Might want to just start using these BCs. And here comes a nuke, it looks like. Using these BCs.
Nuclear launch detected.
I would have maybe done it right there. But not going to be. This guy is a little bit far. So this is going to be this is going to go off. So here comes the nuke. And the scan right before. And all those tanks went down. And now Hydra going to go right on the offensive. But the problem is, and it's getting a little bit closer. Scan coming down. But the problem with that is he needs to have about 7 more factories right here. And if he did, he could just remake those tanks ASAP. And two upgrades on the air for Hydra. 1-1, 1-1 on ground units. And look at, see, Rabbit's going for the drop. And this is exactly what you need to do. And Rabbit is going to go probably for a huge tank drop with some Goliaths. Here's a scan coming down. Going to see that drop. And are these filled up? They're not filled up yet. So here's your BCs. And it looks like Hydra might pull these back because he thinks he might get dropped. BC chilling right there. BC on the way right there. And Hydra needs to build a couple barracks here just to lift them up and get that vision. And gonna try to get a nuke off. I would shoot a nuke right there. And I'm not sure where that nuke is. Let's pause it. Uh-oh. Where's it going? Where is this nuke at? There it is. Bam. Right there. So nukes all over the place. Another nuke coming. This guy right here. But I think this guy's going to get blasted. Yeah. You just want to nuke right about there. So let's see if these are all loaded up. Nothing in here yet. So let's see if he's making no tanks. So basically both players are maxed out now. So the opportunity for Hydra is over. He's got a lot of gas, so he can just probably get rid of some of his SCVs. He's going to have a lot of BCs right here. And they just got 3 upgrade right there on their attack. And going to try to take out these he should try to take out as many of these tanks as he can, and then move his tanks right on in. You know, here's your Valkyries though, and the Valkyries are gonna have a field day. You want to try to split up your BCs so they don't get owned by the BCs, or the Valkyries don't, the BCs don't get owned by the Valkyries. Nice little micro here, but slowly busting in here. Want to take out all of these tanks if you can, and you want to split these guys up because the splash damage is too much. Gonna have to keep making the Valkyries, and this is not looking good for Rabbit. And keep sending in. He's sending in the SCVs right now. These tanks, little miscalculation right there. Let's see. BCs are slowly getting smaller and smaller. He needs to just take out these tanks. Shoot at all the tanks while you can. Take out these Valkyries. Split these BCs up. Here's the drop coming from Rabbit. He's got tanks in here. Just a few tanks, not too many. This is going to get spotted out. See if he has. We'll see if Hydra has lockdown. But these BCs are taking over. This is a really, really nice TvT. Gonna lock down really, really nicely. Beautiful job there by Hydra, and going to call the GG McGee. So Hydra gonna win this TvT, and I actually thought he lost this TvT, but apparently he won it. So going to win that TvT. Let's go right into a. Should we go into a ZvZ? Or a ZvT. Let's go into a ZvT. So it's gonna be a little bit longer. And Hydra just, I mean, I rarely see Hydra lose a TvT. I actually thought he lost that one, but I misremembered. So this is gonna be a little bit longer game, it looks like. And we're gonna see Rabbit's Terran. We're gonna see a TvZ against Hydra's Zerg in a middle spot. So we'll see how. One thing that Rabbit likes to do is go for that drop the fire bats in here, or he likes to go for the attack and then run the fire bats by and then go after your minerals. So I've seen him do that a lot, and we'll see if he goes for maybe just a double barracks and then a gas, or if he goes for the triple barracks here. So I'm gonna take a sip of some C4. Here's your Overlord scouting, doing his thing. This guy's gonna build the third barracks and gonna scout. You always scout after that first barracks is finished, and let's slow it down and let's see what Rabbit can see. So we'll see when he finds out he's up against a Zerg. He might think he's up against a, well, he thinks he's up against either a Protoss or a Zerg, most likely. Probably not up against a Terran. So I'm going to scout with this Marine. And let's see if he sees maybe an Overlord or anything. Not spotting anything out. Going to go all the way down. Not just going to scout the chokes. And this guy is not going to find anything. Another Marine coming out here. And this guy's probably going to scout right here. And we'll see if he runs into a Sunken, or if the Sunkens are still being built here. They're still being built, and here's a couple of Zerglings. Gonna have to micro those guys out of there. Gonna lose a Marine, and Hydra gonna try to take out this Marine right here. And this guy's running for dear life. He's like, please, can I make it, please? Where's my buddies at? And they're like, we're just gonna chill and wait, and then we're gonna run, actually, and we're just gonna let you die, bro. And this guy's like, I'm first, come on, bros. And then they try to micro in here, and yeah, so not the best friends to that first guy who died there. So we got 5 Marines. Got a quick factory, it looks like. 3 Marines back here gonna take out these Zerglings, or yeah, Zerglings. Now there's only one Zergling. So here's your factory, really quick factory. And let's see what Hydra is up to. Getting his gas, probably gonna get a lair really, really quickly. Gonna run these guys back. We'll see if maybe he goes with speed though. He did see, I'm not sure if he saw that super fast factory over there. No, he's gonna go with a lair. So, and I like Hydra's ZvT. He usually goes with a quick lurkers, and then he gets swarm, and he's usually able to get it pretty fast. And then you can, once you have Swarm with Lurkers, you can really just buy yourself a lot of time. We saw Shin in that ZvT against Buell, able to buy plenty of time. We'll see if a starport gets made. Engineering bay. Upgrading stim. Hydra trying to push out with his Sunkens right now. And I think he must have saw this factory over there, because when you play a ZvT, you always got to worry about the Terran getting Marines and medics and a few Firebats and busting through the front. There are 2 medics here. So stim is done. Gonna repair those guys first and then go on in. And gonna lose. Nice little cancel there. Loses a drone. Gonna take out this drone right there. And going to micro back. Let's see if any Firebats. There's another medic. Let's see if any Firebats get made. Nope, all Marines. Gonna be getting range probably. Let's see if he gets range. Lost another Marine right there. Might lose a medic. Gotta be careful right there. You're gonna lift this up. Got siege halfway done. Tank. 2 tanks on the way. The 1 tank is gonna pop out now. And doesn't have it rallied. Usually you just like to rally it right there. And let's see what Hydra's up to. He's going with a Spire and a Queen's Nest. So he's gonna go with super fast. Ooh, he's got a bunch of Zerglings as well. So gonna go right for the attack. And this is gonna catch Rabbit off guard, and this is going to be huge. Beautiful job there by Hydra, taking out that tank as well. This tank should be spawning pretty soon as well. Gonna have to cancel that tank and lift that up and bring it back home. Here's your starport, got the science facility, and Hydra gonna go right on the attack. We'll see if he might want to just save his Zerglings and wait for his Mutas to come, but gonna go straight for the attack. Need to rally these guys back. He could possibly win it right here, and we'll see probably a bunker come down from Rabbit and probably some stack attack. Might want to take out some of the SCVs if he can. And yeah, there's a Firebat. Some Firebats are gonna pop out. Firebats absolutely do work against Zerglings. Lost the medic right there. That Firebat got 1 or 2 kills, taking out the SCVs, doing a really, really nice job. Hydra is playing extremely well these games, but Rabbit is going to survive, but not after he loses that SCV right there. And now down all the way down to 22 SCVs, 21 SCVs. This guy might even get another kill. I had to spread again, so Hydra is really far ahead right now. Gonna get a couple sunken colonies around here. Worried about a Firebat drop, which is probably what Rabbit is going to go for. We'll see as soon as this is done. We'll see if he goes right into that greater Spire. I think he needs 200, or is it 150? 150 gas. 150 gas, and really slowed down Rabbit. And the one thing you never want to happen when you're playing a TvZ is you have less SCVs than they have drones. So this is huge for Hydra. Doesn't really have to worry about his front anymore. Maybe he can build, maybe he wants to build a sunken there and a sunken here just in case, but in a really strong position. Here's that vessel. Gonna go right after the minerals. We'll see if Hydra has Burrow upgraded or if he's getting it upgraded. Doesn't look like he's getting it upgraded. So here are 2 Scourges, and gonna pop out at perfect time and snipe out that vessel. So really nice job there. Gonna lose this engineering bay, and Hydra just gonna start just building up his base, it looks like. And if I was Hydra, I would get Defiler Mound ASAP, get Overlord speed and Overlord carrying capacity. Take 2 Overlords, 4 Lurkers, and just go for a really quick drop as soon as I could. Here comes probably a Firebat drop. Yeah, Firebat drop with the medics in. They're gonna go right after the minerals, and the Scourges are gonna just get it. Ooh, just gonna miss, and dropping the Firebats. Gonna have to snipe these Firebats out. Nice little micro from Rabbit, and here comes the Firebats with the medics. And is he gonna get the left side? Not pulling. He's gonna lose. Ooh, he lost a lot of his drones right there, and that's the one thing you got to be careful with against Rabbit, is he always goes for that Firebat drop. Here's your Defiler Mound. 2 more macro hatcheries. So we're going to have 5 macro hatcheries. This is a 6 macro hatcheries. Greater Spire is there. We'll see if he goes right into Guardians. But Wraiths are here for Rabbit, so Rabbit looks to be somewhat okay. Let's see if an upgrade. No upgrade. No upgrade. Getting consumed. And gonna get a scout off with these Hydra gonna get a scout off with these mutas. Gonna see that it's basically all starports. Really no factory. Is there even a factory? There is not. So just needs to really worry about air. So probably gonna get some Hydras then too as well. And knowing that this is his time to really kind of just build up. There's a creep colony, gonna make that into a sunken. Maybe he wants to make 2 or 3 sunkens right here. Not sunkens, 2 or 3 more creep colonies right here, and make those into spore colonies. Because guardians with spore colonies buys you a lot of time. So Hydra playing this one extremely well. Here's your factory coming down. Another factory looks like it's coming down. Rabbit trying to just recover. He needs to get a lot more gas. Gonna get his upgrades as soon as he can. And there is your defiler mount. Some lurkers on the way. There's a devour as well. And now it's just kind of, here's a scan coming down. Gonna see the front. And probably gonna try to snipe out some overlords if he can. Maybe snipe out that defiler. Maybe he saw that defiler. Gonna take out that overlord right there. Got these guys cloaked. And if you can kill the overlords, then and there's nothing to detect the cloaked rates, then they can just do some damage. But there is a spore colony right there. Gonna take out the defiler. Nice job there. Gonna take out that devour. There's some rates or some scourges right there. Gonna search for some overlords, and that's why you always want to get overlord speed, so you can just take your overlords and bring them back home. Here's some spores. I'm gonna lose those 2 rates, it looks like. Gonna lose this overlord, and I'm sure he's getting overlord speed now. He has to be. He should be, but he's not. So just gonna build up his base. Hydra's really good at making sure he has a lot of gas, and Rabbit gonna keep scouting and hunting for overlords. So I really think these guys are really close, evenly matched. I know that Rabbit got the best of them out of the 10 or 9 games, but really closely matched. And I think Hydra's been playing a little bit more lately, so he's got a chance. I think all the players have a chance. Buell has the best chance, but I for some reason have a feeling that Rabbit is going to win the tournament though. That's my gut feeling for some reason. I don't know, maybe he's going to get some good matchups or something like that. Some scans coming down, still hunting. Some vessels right here. Gonna have to start making some tanks. Yeah, there's your tanks. And here comes the attack. Gonna put the swarm up. And there are a few fire bats in here, but those lurkers are gonna do some work. Got the cloaked rates. And trying to snipe out that lurker, which he does. Good job there by Rabbit. And Hydra needs to get overlord speed there. He is finally getting it. Needed to get that a lot sooner. Gonna snipe out that defiler right there. And these guys are gonna be chilling here, but they will die as soon as that swarm is gone. Nice job saving that defiler by putting a swarm around him. So good job there by Hydra. Couple Hydralisks right here. And Rabbit is slowly getting bigger and bigger, so he's starting to come back alive. Probably gonna scan this or just bring the vessel over and destroy that. Let's see if he's got upgrade on the attack. Building another command center. Let's see if he's getting all. Basically, he's getting 2 of his upgrades. Gonna lift up his barracks, get that vision. But Hydra is getting bigger and bigger. So he's got 4, 5, 6 more macro hatcheries. He's got the Ultralisks. Caverns right there. So, and he had a lot of gas, so he's been spending his gas. Let's see if he's making ultras. Yeah, he is making ultras, and ultras are expensive. So there's your overlord speed, which is huge. Got an email, so just taking a quick glance at it. No, I'm off the clock. Here's 3 defilers, 5 defilers. That's what you want to see. The more defilers, the better. Upgrading. He's got the speed getting upgraded. And look at all these. This is a lot of 11 Ultras, 11 Arnold Schwarzeneggers here. And these guys are going to go right on the attack. And these Wraiths are going to get smoked. Cloaked them, 2 of them. But not before this huge attack. Gonna have to siege up all these guys, and I think these Ultras are gonna get smoked by all these tanks, but we'll see. And these Hydras are kind of getting in the way. Some red stuff coming down, so good job there by Hydra using the red stuff and going to irradiate all of these Ultras. And they're getting close, and they are doing some work on these tanks. So slowly working in here. Hydra needs to just keep mass producing, get some Zerglings, put another swarm down. And he looks like he's starting to bust through here. He could end this right now. Here's some Valkyries. Here's your defilers. Put up another swarm. Put up another swarm if you can. Gotta at least keep that swarm there. Scan coming down. That's gonna kill that. Ooh, not gonna kill it. Gonna lose the one defiler. Gonna lose that defiler as well. That's why you always want to just burrow them. Have them a little bit back here and then just burrow them. So Rabbit is going to be okay. Hydra's maxed out and 150 supply for Rabbit. So here's your Ultras. And maybe we'll see some type of Expo or something like that. A Nidus Canal. And going to lose all of these Overlords, which is going to hurt Hydra. But I think Hydra should just go with a massive, massive drop. Wait, build a ton of Sunkens. Wait for Rabbit to come for the attack. Pick up all your Ultras. Put them right here in your Overlords. Have it waiting. Wait for Rabbit to come on the attack. Once Rabbit comes on the attack. And actually, I would start building in the middle as well. Act like I'm taking over the map. But then have all your Ultras in your Overlords and then go for a huge drop while all of Rabbit's units are out here, because it's going to be tough to bust through this with all these tanks. He needs to get at least a few swarms off. He's got these guys irradiated, so as soon as they walk by, they're taking damage. I might put some red stuff on these Valkyries, just seeing them there. Is this the drop that I'm talking about? Looks like a potential drop from Hydra. That's the thing about Hydra, is he'll mix up his game plan. He knows what to do. He's sending these guys out, I think, to get vision. And engineering bay right there. Let's see what the upgrades are. 1-1 upgrades. And let's see what the air upgrades are for Rabbit. 1-1 upgrades for air as well. 2-1 and 2-0. For Hydra. Let's see if he's not getting this upgrade for that, getting an upgrade on his melee. And some scans are coming down. Gonna see that big army just spawning right here. And yeah, if I was Hydra, I would just put a lot of my army, or some of my army, right here, and then start taking over the middle with hatcheries. And then make Rabbit have to come out to you. Have a huge Ultralist drop waiting in the corner with a couple defilers. And yeah, that's how I would play this one. Gonna send some Hydras over here, get rid of this vision from these barracks, leaving these guys here, trying to just buy some time. And he's going with Muta, so maybe gonna go with a Muta bomb. Muta bomb. Almost sounds like Jaeger bomb. I think I said that in one of my past casts. These guys got the red stuff. I think he's just getting rid of these because. And Guardians, Devours right here. So we're gonna go with Devours, putting the red stuff right here. So nice job there. Maybe Devours and Guardians. We'll see. But now Rabbit has a full base and gonna keep building the engineering base and get that vision. on the sides. A lot of vessels right here. And the Hydras over here are going to just take out these engineering bays. Some Zerglings in here going to take out those tanks pretty easily. They're basically on 1 health. And is this the drop? Yeah, there's your drop from HYDRA. And he's starting to push out here with his spore colonies. And we'll see if this gets spotted out. You can almost go for a fake drop. Go for a fake one over here. And then make Rabbit think that your drop failed. And then you have your real one just chilling over here. So Rabbit sends all of his units in the middle. And then bam. Well, this is going to be a pretty big attack. This is going to do a lot of damage. Guardians with the Devours right here. Got the Lurkers as well. So, and building some more macro hatcheries. Going to irradiate the Devours pretty nicely. And here comes your Lurkers. Here's that drop. Will get spotted out by these tanks. And there's really not much defense right here for Rabbit. So, that's the one thing Rabbit doesn't do a lot of the times is he doesn't get enough defense. He builds a huge base like this, so he's able to pump like a beast and keep the pressure on you. But here's the drop, and it is going to get spotted out by the Valkyries. And they're coming fast. And is he going to get anything out? Needs to just start dropping everything he can, if he can drop anything. And that's going to, yeah, not really going to get much done there. There is a Lurker in there. Can put another swarm. Oh, another swarm. And then get that Lurker right there. And it's going to get the minerals. Beautiful job there by HYDRA. Absolutely go Sue. Gonna have to irradiate this guy. And irradiate these guys as well. And now he's starting to push through the front with his Guardians. So really, really nice job. Here's your Mutas. And HYDRA just gonna start putting the pressure on. He's got the upgrades 2-2. And needs to use these Lurkers right here. And get a swarm off 1 or 2 right here. And then he's in business. Maybe make some Ultralisks. He's making a lot of Mutas. And that Lurker is finally going to go down right there. But these Zerglings, got a Guardian in here. His unit choice, HYDRA's unit choice is always really good. Got a couple Mutas right here. We use these guys to try to take out some of the tanks. But there are a lot of Valkyries and vessels. So I don't think HYDRA is going to be successful here. But that drop was successful because Rabbit is under 1,000 minerals. So, and now we'll see if maybe HYDRA tries to go for another drop, maybe an Ultralist drop. We'll see. Still trying to push through the front. Nice swarm right here. And these guys are going to keep doing damage. This will probably go down and irradiating all of his vessels, so it kills the Zerglings underneath the swarm. So that's a smart move. And these guys are going to have to un-Guardian themselves. Here's an Ultra. Gonna start building in the middle and taking over the whole map. So smart move there by HYDRA. And he's just gonna keep attacking. He's got these Ultras. They're gonna be able to slowly work their way in with the Zerglings. Sometimes the Zerglings will take the tank damage and then the Ultras will get in there. But this guy's slowing things down. And once an Ultra gets in there, usually they can do some work. Got a kill right there, got a splash damage. And this is a good little position for all these tanks though. Might want to run the Ultras over here if you can. Just run all the way by and just start taking out all of this. These guys all got owned with the red stuff, so some Mutas will absolutely destroy them, or Devours if these are Devours, which they are. And this should be getting closer to done. There's a Defiler. HYDRA's Zerg is so good, especially in late game. He's just, if he can get into late game, he does really, really well for himself, especially with his Zerg. These guys are going to go down real quick. And that's just about to spawn. Probably going to build maybe some spore colonies right here. And Guardians with the spore colonies will be huge. That's a great way to start pushing in here. And then you could also just make a Nidus Canal as well, so he doesn't have to keep sending all these guys. But here comes a massive, massive attack from HYDRA. And playing at 250 APM. These Zerglings are just getting crushed. But once they start getting in there, nice job with the Irradiate. And not really going to get too many kills with those tanks right there. 2 drones spawning. Here's your lurkers. Gonna burrow these guys up. And HYDRA is trying to get closer and closer with 3-3 upgrades. And HYDRA needs to make sure he gets his upgrades. I think he forgot to get some of his upgrades. Gonna build his Nidus Canal. Yeah, smart move there. Nice little red stuff right there. And it looks like Rabbit's gonna go after the minerals with these vessels. And it is going to be wide open. Probably some scans are going to come down. Maybe not. So he's going to abort that. These guys are going to get owned. Maybe not. Even though they got the red stuff and they basically have no health. 3 health on each of them. And here's your Nidus Canal. Some mutas over here. And just going to... Is this a burrowed ling in there? There is a burrowed ling in there. And another Nidus Canal. And starting to get gas over there. And you don't want to be against a Zerg that has a lot of gas. And 4K is a decent amount, but once you have 10K, you are in a really strong position. So HYDRA's just going to keep sending in here. Keep buying himself time. Keep massing up. Is he just going to keep massing? Yeah, he was just massing Zerglings so he can get a lot of gas, and he wants to go with the Muta Bomb. So some mutas right here and a ton of mutas right here. I don't see a queen though. Sending in some units through the Nidus Canal. Gonna make some lurkers, put the swarm up. And I don't think Rabbit is going to be expecting this. So just going to keep sending in the units. He doesn't actually have to send these guys. You can just put them into the Nidus and they'll pop out. But sometimes you're just so used to doing that. And here comes all your mutas. Going to pull all of his vessels. And the Valkyries. Going to pull none of the vessels, but going to pull the Valkyries. So we'll see if that's actually enough. Usually you want to bring a couple vessels with you. And we'll see if this main goes down. Because this is, and he's got the queen there. This is probably going to go down. It's close. Oh, it's not going to go down. So, good job there by Rabbit. And he is going to be A-OK, not lose his main. So, scan coming down. And Rabbit going to try to push out. I think what Rabbit needs to do is go for a drop. Go for a tank drop on HYDRA. Try to drop something. And get into his base, because he's not really going to be able to bust out from the front with all these Nidus Canals and the Zerglings just popping through and just continuing to come through here. So we'll see what HYDRA transitions into and what his plan of attack is. Ultras. And these Ultras will probably do some work. They're having some trouble getting through here. But HYDRA wants to get a ton of Ultras, Zerglings, and just get them on through and slowly take out all of these tanks. Maybe get a couple Guardians here and there. Nice little irradiate from Rabbit. And Rabbit can play a long game. TvZ. Rabbit can play a long game. He's good at long games as well. I've seen him play a lot of long games. A lot of Zerglings here. Just going to keep sending them through. And they're going to keep going for the attack. And irradiating all of these. Might just want to buy a bunch of Scourges and take out all of these vessels, because there's really no defense for them. They're just chilling there. So we'll see if maybe he sees that opportunity and goes for it. Another hatchery coming down for HYDRA. So HYDRA trying to figure out what his next best move is. Nice job. Yeah, exactly. Put some red stuff on these guys and then bring some mutas over, and it'll take out all of these guys right here. Looks like he's going to put some more red stuff right there. So beautiful job. Here's your Ultras coming in. And they are ready to feast. And this is not looking good for Rabbit right here. This is a lot of Ultras with the Swarm. Defiler coming in here. And going to put up another Swarm probably right there. These guys are burrowed in there. Ultras doing their best. And here comes a bunch of Valkyries. Going to just try to take out as many of the Overlords that he can take out, I think. He's going to search for some overlords to take out. And going to keep irradiating these guys. And here these guys come. Looking for some kills. The overlords are all right here. But nothing really, no overlords to really kill. Going to siege up some more tanks. And yeah, this is not, it's slowly working, but we'll see if HYDRA can get a little bit further in. He's slowly pushing in here, but he's not there yet. Got some more defilers coming in here. Put that swarm up. And the swarm is slowly getting closer and closer to the tanks. You want to get there. There you go. You want to get that lurker burrowed up. Gonna irradiate the lurker though. You want to try to get as many lurkers as you can in here and get them burrowed up under a swarm. And then you can slowly just keep on pushing in. I'm guessing some ultras are going to be coming soon. Yeah, more ultras going to be. And this ultra attack is going to be huge. Needs to get a couple more swarms down. And these ultras should be able to do work. If I was HYDRA, I would have taken these ultras and just brought them all over here. Had these start taking out some of this. Possibly make Rabbit have to move his tanks over here as well. Because right now they're just all sitting right here and feasting at the choke. Radiate coming down. And some Valkyrie's going to see that little Expo. Going to lose an Overlord, but not the end of the world. And these guys are kind of getting stuck here. Look at these guys getting stuck. I don't know what is going on with these guys. With the irradiate, I guess, does it make him slow him down, I guess? I don't know. Does that happen from irradiate? I don't know. And, yeah, getting that scout off. Oops. Gonna see the overlords right here. He might just get rid of all of his Valkyries, but gonna just take out a lot of the overlords of HYDRA. But HYDRA gonna keep trying to push in here. Might just go with a ton of mutas now. This is basically all tanks of Rabbit. Whoops. There's your mutas. Yeah, so I think that's what he's going to go for right here. Send in the mutas and go for that all-out attack on these tanks. And then just keep sending in units as you can. And maybe even use the red stuff on the vessels. And thought I saw more there. Yeah, there's at least 24 mutas right here. And now Rabbit gonna start pushing out here. And irradiate that defiler nicely. Look at this, no defense back here. And 4 queens and a ton of, and that's gonna get scanned out, and a ton of mutas. So that's gonna get scanned out. And it's going to get scanned out again. Here comes your irradiates. Gonna have to pick those mutas out of there. Ooh, we lost a lot of mutas right there. These guys are going to be low on HP as well. Just going for the main. Because there's no Valkyries really. But I'm going to put that over onto the minerals. Smart move there by HYDRA. Taking out all of the SCVs on the minerals of Rabbit. So Rabbit going to go all the way down to 38 supply on his SCVs, and there's really nothing to repair this. A few SCVs, about 8, so it should be okay, but there's really no Valkyries to kill these guys, and these SCVs are getting picked off by the mutas. And now he's down to 25 SCVs. Gotta bring these guys on over, and he could try to maybe kill the main if he wants, but taking out all of the SCVs of Rabbit, this is really going to hurt Rabbit. And is the main going to go down here? Is he waiting for an irradiate? Doesn't want to irradiate because he's going to... And look at this. Another flock of mutas. Doesn't want to irradiate because he'll kill more of his SCVs. And another flock is coming in. And going to destroy the main. And now he is in a really good position. And this is what I'm telling you about HYDRA. Is he's so good at switching up his strategy, buying himself time, doing one thing, and then all of a sudden he switches it up. And now Rabbit's got to go for the all-in, sending out all of his tanks, and no money is going to be made from Rabbit, he's got no command. Well, he's going to lift one of these command centers. I have to put it over here. Going to go after the minerals of Hydra. And let's see if Hydra's got... He's going to use probably the green stuff right here. He does see this, I think. Yeah, he does see this. And he's going to have to use the green stuff. Maybe put some red stuff on there. Ultras are coming through. And Hydra, I think, already burrowed a lot of his... Ooh, maybe not. So he's going to lose a lot of his drones right here. But so that was a good move there by Rabbit. But now both players are pretty broke. But now, and all the Nidus Canals died because they got killed over here. But I think Hydra's just going to go for a massive, massive attack. He's got a ton of mutas on the way. Looks like he's got 23 mutas on the way. So just going to start sending in. Going to swarm this. These guys are all going to go down. And then he's going to have all the mutas to come with as well. And this was an epic, epic game. I think this is going to be over, though. Always going to make Guardians with these. Devours. So making Devours and probably Guardians, I'm guessing. It's not over yet, though, because Hydra's basically broke. Able to make a ton more drones really quickly. He is on Zerg, which makes it easy. Doesn't have that final upgrade. Let's see if he... I think he just forgot about it. Getting it right there. And we'll see what the next plan of attack is from both players. They're basically at the same supply, but here's all your Devours right here. And all these tanks. Here comes that vessel going after the minerals, and they're going to get green stuff, red stuff, and they're going to get the double. These guys are going to go down real quick. We'll see if he gets any irradiate off. Not even able to get one off, and that's going to drop Rabbit all the way down to 160 supply. And now we'll see if Hydra just goes right on the attack here. Guardians, 3, 2. Let's see if he's getting that final upgrade. Getting that final upgrade. And look at the vision from Rabbit, though. Built all of these engineering bays, which is really, really smart. So he can see that vision. And we'll see if Rabbit... Looks like Rabbit's going to play defensive because he's low on minerals. And there's a ton of Guardians coming right here. And these Guardians are going to do some work. And look at, he was going to start making a tank drop. Maybe that's why he's pulling them back. And a tank drop would be huge. Guardians are coming in, but the Valkyries and the vessels are just going to shut this down real quick. But there's a lot of Devours. Maybe the Guardians are a little bit premature. Here comes your Devours. And red stuff is huge right there. That is absolutely clutch. And if Hydra can win this air battle, then he'll be in a really, really strong position building that hatchery right there. Guardians are taking out some of the tanks here and there, but the Devours are going to go down, and the Guardians are going to go down. And let's see what Hydra's next plan of attack is. So no main for Rabbit. Sending a couple of these guys out. Get that vision. Here's your Defiler. This is a little bit less than halfway. And Rabbit is at 150 supply. Looks like he has a lot of units, though. Here's your Mutas. Gonna probably take this out. Probably try to take that out. And might make these into lurkers. We'll see. Some more Mutas over here. And these guys are all gonna go down real quick from the Mutas. Watch how fast these go down. That's why you use the red stuff. Absolutely destroys. Destroys. This guy should survive. They can survive one irradiate. He is going to be okay. And Hydra making some Guardians right here. And we'll see if Rabbit goes for the drop. Valkyrie over here. Some scans coming down. Gonna see that Hydra is doing that exact same thing and building the hatchery in the middle. I see a lot of Mutas right there. So Rabbit doing a nice job with his scans, killing some of his depots here. Maybe just gonna build turrets or Maybe he's going to build turrets right here. I'm not completely sure. That brought down his supply. Here comes the attack. Guardians on the side. And the Mutas, Guardians, and Devourers are going to be a good combination. Look at all these Guardians over here too as well. And this is going to be tough to stop. I don't see that many Valkyries. Some Goliaths right here. And going to irradiate these guys right here. So these guys will get taken down pretty quickly. But there's a ton of Guardians. He needs to spread these Guardians. And he's going to call the GG McGee. So Hydra is going to win this one. So two really, really good games right there. And I'm excited to see Rabbit and Hydra play in the finals. So hope you guys enjoyed. Give it a like. Give it a subscribe. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace.